Hey there, here is Natalie and Rob from Love and Road, and today we're going to talk about a very important thing. It's how to pack. The idea is to give you 10 tips to pack like a pro for traveling to Southeast Asia or like us to travel around the world because this is what we have for our nomadic life. So stay tuned, it comes 10 essential tips. First things first, so before we start packing, we have to talk about the bag. It all depends on what you want for you, but we decided to go carry-on. Of course, it's not all the trips that we can do it. It's not about the size of the bag, but actually about the weight. So we choose to have a bag that has a size that fits in most of the carry-on allowance in most of the airline companies, even Ryanair and AirAsia, they're the stricter ones. But the thing's about the weight, so you have to choose what you're gonna put inside to see if you can go with a carry-on. What I like about this bag is not just because of the size that fits in the carry-on allowance, but also because it's like a suitcase, but can become a backpack too. So you just like take the straps, the shoulder straps here, you just attach it down here, and oops, sorry, wrong one. And voila, you have the backpack. So it's very easy, it's handy. That's why we choose it. And as I told you before, not every flight we do carry on because we carry a lot of stuff. Our house, it's our bag. So first thing, you need to have a bag or a suitcase, doesn't matter, that suits your needs. Let's go to packing now. Another important thing that you have to think before traveling, it's the season and the weather. In our case, for example, we have been traveling for 2 years and we are always chasing the summer. So our clothes are just for summer. If you're gonna travel to winter, then it's better to have just a vacation on cold weather. It makes sense when you are packing, when you are choosing your clothes. For us, for example, it makes sense just to travel for summer place because we go with a small backpack. And I prefer to carry just a light top like that than a bulk jacket. Now comes the most difficult moment, to choose the amount of clothes you want to carry on your trip, on your backpack. My tip is put in your bed everything that you think you need and you want to carry with you. It's a lot of stuff for sure, but cover your bed with all the stuff you want to carry because you're going to downsize this in half. Believe me, it works. You don't want to carry extra weight or extra clothes that you're not going to wear. And I did this when we started our nomadic life 2 years ago. I used to have a huge wardrobe full of clothes, shoes, bags. I was very, very girly. And I need to change all my clothes in just a backpack. So that's what I did. I put everything that I want to carry with me over my bed and I just like cut in a half. So half of this gone and half of this will fit here. Now that we already downsized the amount of clothes we want to carry, let's check if they are useful, if they are good clothes for traveling to Southeast Asia, especially if you're going to come here in summertime and with a carry-on. The first tip I can give it to you, all the clothes needs to match with each other. All the tops with all the shorts and the skirts, even for the boys, okay? You are on holidays, enjoy, but you can look good. So everything needs to match, it's a mix and match. Second, you should have on your luggage a nice dress and a long dress. Why? A nice dress because probably you're gonna go to a restaurant or a fancy bar or something like this and you wanna look nice, girly, and sometimes that you just can get in if you dress nicely. A long skirt or a long dress you need because you're gonna visit some Buddhist temples, mosques, churches, so you need to dress respectfully. The same for the guys. You need a pair of trousers or a pair of jeans and a shirt. The same reasons. Trousers because some bars and restaurants, they just allow you getting with trousers, and a shirt if you want to look smart. In our case that we are digital nomads, we need to look good also for business because we have some meetings, work with companies. So Rob has a shirt, a pair of jeans, and I also have like a nice cocktail dress. Another tip that is very important. Travel with your heaviest clothes. For example, I travel with my jeans and also my jacket. And Rob, can you handle me my pair of shoes? Okay, I travel with my Converse, that it's very girly, but also the heaviest shoes I have. So that's what I carry on my body. So my backpack can be light. Always bring a jacket. I know, oh, I'm going to Southeast Asia or even for Caribbean, wherever. Bring a jacket because airplanes are very cold, buses, train, and if you rent a scooter, you're gonna protect yourself. So I like jacket. It's also a nice tip. I think that's it. If everything mix and match, if you're happy with your amount of shorts and skirts, it's fine. Doesn't matter if you come for 5 days, a month, or a travel for your life like us. You need to be comfortable with your clothes and it needs to be easy. So don't bring anything that you need to iron or that you need to dry clean. You can be like very fashion comfortable with easy clothes. Now that we already know the clothes you're gonna carry with you, let's talk about the shoes. First of all, you don't need many shoes. And girls, you can survive without high heels, and guys, you can survive without a black shoe. As I told you, I have my Converse that I travel with, but because me and Rob, we are also runners, so I have my pair of trainers that I use for a run, for trekking, or for any sport activity we do. Flip-flops, very important. And I have a pair of flats. That's my key shoes. I always invest in buying a pair of flats that has some sparkle on it or very girly, because if I need to go out with my cocktail dress, it will match and I will look pretty, and there is no need for a high heels. It has been 2 years that I'm survived with no high heels, and it's possible. For guys, the same rule. Rob, please, yeah, flying shoes. Rob has one, this, that is his trainers, but also because it's very fashion and colorful, and he can wear with his jeans and shirt, and he looks smart enough to go to any rooftop bar. Get it? Also, he has a pair of flip-flops and also a pair of sandals that it's good for like trekking, also when we go swimming in the rocks, so it's very nice. You don't need much shoes, that's enough. We live with that, so you can travel with that. Now that you have everything sorted out, all your shoes and clothes, it's time to pack. You can see on the internet, there are many videos telling you to roll up, to fold, to make like a pile and organize all your clothes, packing cubes, no packing cubes. What I'm gonna tell you is the way me and Rob, the way we do, and the way it has been working for the past 2 years. We started using now packing cubes, and it's really cool, I like it. And what we do, it's like a mix of folding and rolling, because most of our clothes here for summer, they're small, so we kind of like fold like a top, and then I just roll them and start fitting them in the packing cube. I try to organize like tops all together, and then in another packing cube the trousers or the shorts or the skirts, so it's easy when I'm unpack or when I'm trying to find clothes. Another thing, put your shoes always in a bag, in a plastic or a fabric bag. Protects from your clothes if they are dirty. Also try to put the shoes on the bottom of the luggage or the backpack, the heaviest part here, so all the shoes go in small bags. Another thing that it's very cool, that I like it about this bag, it's as I told you, I have a cocktail dress. I have 2 nice dresses, very girly, and I have a pocket here that is perfect for this, so they won't like wrinkle and they won't get damaged by the other clothes. So I put them here. It's very good for men. If you have shirt like Rob, you always carry in this pocket, so it won't wrinkle too much. Another tip for the guys, bring always a shirt that it's like a jacket or with a partner or something like different. If they're solid colors, they will look more wrinkled than the colored ones, so that's a good tip. So we already talked about clothes, about shoes, so now let's talk about smart gears. Because you're gonna travel with a carry-on, or in our case that we are nomads, we need to make space for our things, so we choose some smart gears. For example, towel. If you're gonna go for hotels, for sure you're gonna have like towels for you. But if you go on a budget for hostels, for example, not all the hostels offer towels, so it's good to have a towel. But instead of having that bulky and big and fluffy shower towel, you can invest and buy one that is like a travel towel, that it's big enough for dry yourself, but also like it's dry very fast, antibacterial, don't have bad smell, so it's good to invest in it, and it's not bulk. Another thing that it's nice, for example, my day backpack. It's a day backpack, fits my laptop, my camera, but also becomes a packing cube when I'm gonna pack my stuff in my backpack. Another thing, you don't need sometimes to buy a smart gear, you just can think wisely. For example, I have a huge scarf that protects me when it's windy, cold, when I'm going inside a mosque, but also becomes a beach towel for me, or when we are in the park for a picnic. So it's just multi-purpose. So if you think smart, it's like the same case of Rob's shoes. It's trainers for his running training, but also it's smart for going to a bar. So if you have like few smart pieces, make your life easy. Now let's talk about toiletries. That's very, very tricky, especially if you're gonna travel with a carry-on. The rules are very simple and strict. You can carry per person, per bag. A zip bag with 1 liter of liquids that can be divided in 10 bottles, maximum of 100 milliliters each bottle. So it's more than enough for a holiday, definitely. Here, just to show you, I have like toothpaste, deodorant, perfume, sunblock, my hair shampoo, conditioning, body moisturize, even my facial cream, and it's enough for the bag, and I can carry no problem. But in our case, as we travel for a long term, and sometimes we stop, like here in Thailand for 3 months, we end up investing in a big bottle of products. So what we do, like we are traveling now, and I don't want to waste that. I keep the empty bottles from hotels that we visit, or even when I buy small bottles, I keep them empty and I just fill them up so I can keep going. And if we're traveling as a long term, it's good to invest because you want to have a good product. Like I want to have a good hair, so it's better to buy a good shampoo and then just divide it in small bottles. About also, if you go carry on, you have to think about that you need to leave your zip bag in an easy pocket, or maybe in the top of the bag or outside, because when you pass by the X-ray, they will ask you for check the zip bag. But if you are doing the checking luggage, then you can just like stuff all your big bottles inside your bag. Just be aware, put them inside the plastic so we don't like leak in anything else, and tight them very well. That's it. It's easy. And don't forget, many things you can buy in the destination, like mosquitoes repellents, sunblock, even deodorant. You can buy in the place you're gonna stay. Now comes the electronics. That's, for me, it's like heavy than sometimes clothes, and we need to carry because we are bloggers. So I carry my laptop. It's a small one. Then we have like the charger for the laptop, of course. My hard drive with our nice pictures and videos. The camera charger, we have as a camera, we have a Canon and also a GoPro that Rob is shooting us with the Canon. My mobile phone, my charger for the mobile, and that's a very important item, that it's the adapter. Here in Southeast Asia, every country has different like plugins, and so it's better to have an adapter. It's a good thing. If you have an adapter, you are the king or the queen of the airport. Everybody's like struggling to charge their mobile, so if you have an adapter, it's a good way to make friends. Phones and my USB stick. So what I do to make everything organized, I try to put them in a zip bag too, especially like the small ones, so it's easy to find. Big chargers like the camera that I know that I'm not gonna use during my flight or during my trip, I use it to put them inside the bag with my clothes. And the things that I'm gonna use it, even like my hard drive that I don't use it during my flight, I put inside. And the things I'm gonna use during my flight or in the airport, I keep in this smart pocket too, because I have like, I call it my office. And it's easy because when you need to pass by the X-ray, it's easy to reach to show you. So they have like this lot for the laptop here, even for like an iPad and all the pockets, market pockets. So I put my computer here. Robbie carries his computer too when he carries the camera and almost the same stuff. And my charger here. So when I need to pass by the X-ray, it's easy to take it off. Phone and chargers, and my bag with small stuff goes in this other small pocket. And electronics are done. Our last tip is not properly about packing, but it's very important that it's about documents and everything that you need to have to travel in your holidays or to be a nomad. First of all, don't forget your passports. And I'm not going to talk about all the documents you must have, because we have a blog post about it where we give you all the details of what you should carry with you. But the tip here is to put them like in a zip bag, like in a plastic. So it's easy. It's everything all together. When you need to pass by the customs, it'll be easy to get it. And also don't forget, if you're going to check in your luggage, these papers need to be on your carry-on, needs to be with you. So put it maybe in a front pocket or even like in the back pocket with the laptop. easy to reach. Passports. And me and Rob, we also have like the money belt. What we carry here, like our money, bank cards, and our passports all the time with Rob, especially when we are traveling, like flying or on a bus. It's a safe way to keep all your valuables, and we do that. Has been 2 years that have been doing that, and thank God we never lost money on our passports. So it's a very useful tip that. And the last one is don't forget your travel insurance. It's important not only for your bag if you get lost or if you miss a flight or something happen, but your health too. So that's very, very important. Don't travel without insurance. Now that we talk about clothes, shoes, toiletries, documents, and everything, I'm gonna pack it properly. I'm gonna show you that all the stuff that we put on the bed will fit here in this backpack, fit nicely, and how we can travel just with a carry-on, okay? Now we know how we pack and what we pack for our trip here in Southeast Asia, but also all around the world. That's our nomadic house. Feel free to leave your comment here. Don't forget to follow us on loveandroad.com, also on Facebook, facebook.com/loveandroad, Twitter @loveandroad, and also on Instagram, loveandroad too. Follow our adventure, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions, and keep traveling a lot.